While the international community is still trying to make sense of the raid on the flotilla headed to Gaza, the United Nations Human Rights Council has voted for an independent investigation of Sunday's attack. There is still debate over who started the attack and what exactly happened. Yaraf was on the ship and taken into custody by Israel. She joins us now on the phone from Ramallah, Palestine, with more. So, Huwaida, first of all, I want to ask you, you were clearly on the ship. Tell me what happened when you were taken into custody.
Sure. I was aboard the ship called the Challenger. It was one of three passenger vessels that was traveling with three cargo ships. During the night when we were traveling at around midnight, we were contacted by Israeli naval forces, and they were asking us questions to which we responded. And then they started issuing warnings against us and demanding that we turn back, and that if we did not turn back, that they would use all necessary means in order to enforce their blockade of Gaza. To this, we responded that the blockade is illegal, we're only carrying humanitarian aid, we're unarmed civilians, and there's no reason to use force against us. And we kept repeating this, and we told them we have journalists and members of parliament on board and people from all different countries, and we're unarmed, so don't use force against us. A few hours later, approximately 4 o'clock in the morning, while it was still dark, we saw their naval vessels approaching us. We all went outside the boats because we had planned to try to defend our boats as much as possible in terms of using our bodies to try to keep them from the soldiers from getting on. At this point, I was able to see the beginnings of the attack on the Marmara, the Turkish ship, which is also the largest passenger vessel carrying approximately 560 people. What I saw consisted of Zodiacs from the Israeli Navy that had commandos on it. They were, I heard explosions like concussion grenades, or we call sound bombs, and then also opening of fire. I know that we did not have any weapons on any of our ships, so the opening of fire came.
And so tell us when exactly you were taken into custody and what the reasoning was that they gave you for that.
Sure. So one thing I want to say is that the Israelis began firing upon the ships before they even landed on it. So there is no doubt that the aggression first came from their side. In terms of the ship that I was on, we tried to a little bit outrun them, or at least delay the overtaking of our ship so that we could communicate to the outside world what was happening, but our satellite systems were jammed, so we weren't able to do that. We were trying to outrun them for about 10 minutes before they overtook our ship, and they violently boarded. They threw concussion grenades on board. They used tasers on people. They jumped on board with at least one canine that I saw. And when we tried to put our bodies in front of them to protect our ship, they were just beating people down,